Welcome back to Power Word Crit, everybody. My name is Corrin, and I will be your dungeon master today. With me are 4 wily players. They are...
Kayla, and I'm playing Celestine Peacechild.
I'm Andrew, and I'm playing Lillik.
I'm Ashlyn, and I'm playing Izzy.
I'm David, and I'm playing Lord Usaker von Pride.
Last time, on Power Word Crit, Lillik and Mycosia continued to scout the area, and eventually found the cultist camp. Lillik wild shaped into a small lizard to investigate the camp, while Mycosia stayed behind and hid. During his infiltration, Lillik learned that the prisoners in the camp may die within the next few days. With this information, Lillik and Mycosia raced back to the others. Meanwhile, for the rest of the party hiding in the cave, a giant sneezed and its snot covered the entrance. Usaker passed out from a fever and dreamed of his cousin Silmara. In the middle of the night, Izzy was awoken by an air elemental. Thinking it was lonely, Izzy told it a bedtime story. The air elemental warned her to beware of the castle before it died in her arms. Lillik and Mycosia returned and shared what they had seen and heard in the cultist camp. Usaker began to write a report for Burdusk of their findings, and as the sun rose, the party leveled up!
Yay!
So, what cool things did everybody get at level 5? Let's start with Celestine.
I picked up Destroy Undead. It's one of my class features. When I use my Turn Undead, if undead near me fail their saving throw and are below a certain CR level, they will just poof, die.
They'll poof die or they'll run away?
Poof, die.
Ooh.
It's destroy.
It's
Not just
instantly
turn.
destroyed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep, right now they
Cool.
have to be a CR of 1/2 though, or lower.
Oh, okay.
Guess we gotta go find some undead for you to
Skeletons,
destroy.
zombies.
I mean, I also...
I can throw some in. You want me to?
I picked up a spell too.
Oh, which spell?
So I got all my 3rd level spells. Mwahaha.
yeah.
The world is opening up. And I picked up
Fireball.
Animate Dead.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right, because
In line with the Order of Arabelle.
Mhm.
Yep. Finally, I'm high enough to learn it.
Woohoo! I mean, not that you could have learned Fireball anyways, but it still would have been awesome.
That would have been.
Sweet. Lillik, what did you get?
3rd level spells.
Yay!
Yeah.
Fireball? I'm just kidding.
No, but I do have Call Lightning.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool.
And as a swamp druid, I get Stinking Cloud and Water Walk too.
Ooh.
Nice.
Very cool.
That's cool. Izzy, what did she get?
Izzy got a 2nd attack.
Hey, that's cool.
Ooh.
Also, something that we haven't mentioned yet, with level 5, we all got an increase in our proficiency bonus.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's right.
that's a good numerical.
So now I
bump.
have a +7 to hit on things.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Usaker, what'd you get?
Like Isidore, Usaker took the modest route and merely kept a pace with a bonus attack.
Nice. So we've got 2 fighters who have 2 attacks. We've got Animate Dead and Water Walking. This
And
is
Call
going to
Lightning.
be...
And Call Lightning.
And Call Lightning. Wow. This is going to be a fun adventure.
Let's do
Don't
it.
forget Dora. Not
And
that she
Dora.
actually leveled up or anything, but she's still there.
Well, she's in a parallel universe.
Yeah.
She leveled up too.
Sure. Depends on if she's actually alive or not. Depends on how we're ruling that. The DM made it sound like it was an alternate version of Izzy who died in her dimension.
Well, something isn't dead. Whatever echo it is that's coming to visit you.
And that's true.
So, it is sunrise. At this point, we're jumping forward in time a little bit. It is sunrise now. You guys have just discussed everything about what Lillik and Mycosia has seen. Mycosia has put her head down and is attempting to sleep. What do you do? Usaker did mention that he was going to write up a report.
And he
For
is
the
doing
orcs.
so. He has out pen and parchment and has begun scrawling.
Lillik, you have not taken a long rest yet.
Yeah. Well, I think that I need to rest as well, since Mycosia and I have been up all night scouting about.
Is there anything you guys want to do while they are sleeping?
I don't think there's much we can do. Is it day now? My day-night cycle's off.
Yeah, we are so mixed up.
It's the beginning of the day, so I'm going to be
Okay.
standing near the entrance, kind of off to the side, and basically keeping watch for the giants to appear.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's much we can do with the giants out there.
Mm-hmm.
Contemplation by Celestine.
Okay. Lillik, you get your long rest.
Cool.
It is now the afternoon. However, I'm going to need somebody to roll a percentile dice to see what damage the giants have done.
Thanks, David.
I have rolled and I got a 5.
Okay. And roll a d4 for me, please.
4.
How close is it?
So the rocks that the giants are throwing down to make room for their new habitation, they are close-ish. There are 4 new piles of rocks. 2 of them are 50 feet away from you, and 2 of them are about 150 feet away from you, and they're starting to go around the other side of the plateau. You guys still seem to have a clear area to work through and walk through if you need to.
So, have I finished writing my report?
You have. Lillik has woken up. You have finished writing your report, and it is now the afternoon.
I stand and stretch as such as I can in this small confines. Well, I'm finished. I'm going to hand the report to Mycosia.
Is she awake yet?
Oh, she's not awake.
Let's assume that yes.
She's awake. She's awake.
Probably groggy.
She's awake.
Okay.
I hand the report to Mycosia and, looking at all the other orcs and say, no hurry for now, but when you leave, take this report to the High Magistrate in Bear Dusk. It has all the information that we have recorded.
All right, we can do that. Draka, Yureg, we should probably head out at dusk.
I think we look around at each other and Lillik turns and think this is a good time to go now. Should find a further place to set up camp closer to the cultist camp. Should explore more.
So did we have a plan what we're going to do next, of where we're going to go, or...
So you said we should find a camp closer, or a hideout somewhere closer. Lillik, did you see anything while you were with Mycosia? I mean, I know it was dark outside, but
Can I retroactively make a check for that?
Sure.
History check? Maybe to recall it in your memory?
So go ahead and do a history check.
Did not roll well, though. I have a total of 7.
You did see, giant caves on the way back. You did see pretty good underbrush, but the area was really unknown. You were very focused on trying to get back. So, yeah, there are definitely places, but they could be inhabited by other things. You're not entirely sure.
I admit this is not something I was looking specifically for, but did see possible places. Just did not find a specific one.
Okay.
But think that the area has many caves. There were many caves in the cliffside that the camp was in, though we should not camp in those because they had many people in them.
Right. Let's avoid that. You mentioned that they're keeping prisoners there. Do we know where in the camp they're keeping the prisoners?
No, this is something that I should look again.
Okay.
I'm very
Again,
interested in the
should have looked
prisoners.
then, but did not.
Yeah, I say let's do that.
As you mention the prisoners, Celestine, you hear a bing in your head. You recognize this bing as kind of like an email notification box. And it's very familiar to you.
Hey guys, one second.
Okay.
So you focus on the bing, and immediately you recognize Warline Sezong's voice, the Warlion of Burdusk. And you hear rescue mission assignment. Half-elf Leosin Erlanther predicted cult attacks. Scornabel ignored warning. Has invaluable information about cult. Last seen in Greenest. Likely captured, but alive. And then you hear the doo-doo as the sending is done.
Is this... I can't remember. Sending, do I send something back?
You do have the ability to send something back with 25 words or less.
If you would like to reply with a message.
Please do so now.
I can either request more information or... Which I don't think we need too much because I don't think they have much more. So I'll just send back acknowledge message received. We'll look for Leosin.
All right.
And I will tune back into the group and say, oh, sorry, my order sent a message regarding the prisoners, coincidentally. It sounds like Leosin had predicted the attacks for the area. And when we last saw him, he was running away from the cult. Sounds like the cult may have captured him. And given that we know that there are a bunch of prisoners over here, I think it is likely, maybe not likely, but we need to check out the prisoners and see if Leosin is over there.
Sent a message. What message?
Sending. Magic.
You'll have to tell me more. I'm afraid I'm not
It's,
familiar with the arcane arts.
It is a psychic message. You can send a psychic message. It's very short normally, about 25 words or so. You can only send a very short message, but you can send a message to someone you know, and they can respond back. Similar restrictions. And very simple.
Was this message encrypted?
I don't think anything other than a god is going to be able to intercept that message. And I don't think you can stop gods very well.
And nobody else could duplicate it?
No.
Oh.
I heard a little voice in my head. That sounded just like the War Lion.
We do know that there is somebody who is targeting you specifically, and is familiar with your orders since they attacked your son and had him brought to your area. Your, what's the word I'm looking for? Your chapter house.
This is fair.
But if you
But
if you think that it's safe, then
It is.
Jeez, the cult's just capturing everyone these days.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this Leosin?
Oh, yeah.
I've not heard about him.
He actually helped us out quite a bit in Greenest. He's actually the one who led me to Celestine and the rest of our party members that we essentially formed once the attack in Greenest had started. So he basically started me on this adventure. But he also helped us tremendously when the sanctuary of Shantea in Greenest was being attacked. He actually drew away, was it the guy called Dragonclaw or something? I don't know. He drew off some of the cultists from the sanctuary so that we could try and see if there were townspeople in the sanctuary. And
they knew him by name, too.
yeah,
They really didn't like him.
yeah. But we haven't seen him since then, so...
He seems like a good sort.
He seemed like a good
Yes.
sort, yeah.
Seems like he is hero. He is enemy to our enemies. He's someone that we should
He would
look
be an
out
ally.
for. Yes.
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 And the War Lion, he has told you that this Leosin is there.
He's tasked me with finding them. You don't have to be involved.
No, this is part of my quest. It is.
I mean, if there are prisoners, there might be a chance Jaden is there, and...
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I feel like I've got to check just for that slim possibility.
Okay. Usarker?
It shouldn't be hard to examine the prisoners. Is that something that you would feel comfortable doing, Lillik?
Yes, this is something that I can do. It is not difficult to get into there as lizard. As people size is more difficult, but we will come to that crossing when we cross it.
Okay. So our mission right now is to move out, try and find a closer hideout, and see if we can observe any more of the cultists' camp, and hopefully find out where they're keeping their prisoners.
Yes.
I am good at this plan.
Can we just walk into camp and pretend to be cultists?
I wouldn't know the first thing of how to be a cultist, do you?
They basically sounds like they're mercenaries. Most of them are mercenaries, so...
Didn't we recently fail a password check? We don't know their passwords, their call signs, their culture.
So, culture shouldn't be too much of an issue. If we just play off that we're newer recruits, we can probably get past that, but the password is a problem, if they are using a password. So, Lillik, maybe when we go back, you can check to see, or just kind of observe, see if there's password usage going around.
Yes. Just spend some time listening.
They were using some nursery rhymes. Are you familiar with these nursery rhymes? I don't know how common they are in your swamp where you're from, but...
No. But we'll listen.
Okay.
We'll see. Sounds like we got a pretty good plan.
Cool. Let's do it. We're taking action.
When are you heading out?
Now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to risk the giants, I know.
Perfect. Are you trying to sneak or are you just going to run?
Oh, sneak.
Snake.
Going to bequest the aid of the spirits and pass without a trace.
Thank you.
And just in case they find us, I will cast Aid and give everyone an additional 5 hit points.
Ooh, yay.
Sweet.
And that lasts for an hour, right?
Question,
8 hours.
Lillik.
Oh, that's right.
And it
Do you
increases
have
your
to
hit point
remain near
maximum.
us after the spirits have aided us?
So the spell says, lasts for an hour. Veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, so yes, they have to remain within 30 feet of me, has a 10 plus bonus to dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves no tracks or other traces of its passage. So yes, we do need to remain within 30 feet of me. So if I cast this on everybody here, and then our orc friends left, they would no longer be benefiting from it. I don't know if that was your question.
So the orcs are planning to leave at dusk, I believe, or night. However, for us, I was thinking
If someone were to scout ahead.
if someone, for example, you was to make sure that the coast was clear before we head out. Stealth is all well and good, but leaving when there are no giants looking is even better.
Yeah, this is a good thing. You can all wait for a bit, and I will go out and do looking.
That sounds good.
Do you want to do that on your own? Are you okay to do that on your own?
Yeah.
Are you in a wild shape?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, yeah,
Okay.
easy things. It's just going to be a quick look. Is there anybody there? And then we go.
So, just to clarify, are you looking up? Are you looking around?
So I'm going to wild shape into a mountain lion.
Okay.
Make a quick circuit.
Yeah. Do a quick climb up to the kind of nearby plateau, I guess. Not necessarily our plateau, but the nearby, to look around, see what the giants are doing.
Okay.
And at the opportune moment when they are occupied throwing elsewhere, I will do something. Make a signal to them.
Yeah, you can do that. Are you stealthing around?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and make a stealth check with the mountain lion statistics.
I rolled an 18 on the die. I have already cast Pass Without a Trace. So 28 plus my stealth bonus. 28 plus 6 is 34? Yes.
Yeah.
I make a scratching noise on the rocks that echo, but in a natural way. But it was a predetermined sequence that we were able to figure it out.
Scratch.
Yeah.
Scratch.
That.
Enough to signal you guys.
Yeah. So you looking around, you do notice that sometime during the day, the giants all seem to be taking siestas.
Cool.
Sweet.
We'll take it.
Apparently
Perfect.
siesta time is 2:32 p.m.
Nice.
Well, can't be 2:32 p.m. because it's already later than that. But sure.
4:34 p.m.
Okay, sure.
is nap time. And you think, because instead of 14 giants being up and about, there's only maybe 3 or 4, and they are not looking your direction.
Cool.
Perfect. Let's go.
We're going to cruise.
So you guys start heading south, and you go around the other plateau, the plateau that's on the other side. And as you guys hit the bottom of it, Mykosia and Yireg and Duraka wave you off, and they start heading another direction because they are going to really circuit around the other way, away from the giants and from the suspected cult areas.
They're not waiting till night.
If you guys were leaving, they were
Okay.
going to leave with you.
Okay.
The plus 10
That's
to
up
stealth
to
for
them.
Yeah, for the pass without a trace stuff.
Well, they weren't gonna have the benefit of it.
But for the
They
first
left the group.
hour or so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for an hour they would have.
Oh, so they were traveling with us for the first hour.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah.
So there was
missed
no traces of us being at that cave at all.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm just going to use Lillik's stealth roll because that was pretty stinking amazing for all of you guys.
Oh, cool.
You got
Thanks.
out.
Thank you
I'm
for your
perfectly
generosity.
fine with this.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm a generous DM. Sometimes. This one moment. So, Mykosia, Duraka, and Yireg, they start heading off in the opposite direction of you guys. And Lillik, you can take the charge.
We are going to make our way closer there. We're going to follow kind of the route that Mykosia and I took last night.
Okay. So, you guys continue along. You go for about 3 miles. And since Usarker did a situation check, Izzy, go ahead and do the next one. Go ahead and roll a d20.
7.
7.
We're not getting very high on these situation checks.
Mm.
I will I will pull back the curtain a little bit. The number that you roll does not necessarily mean it's good or bad.
Sure.
It's
I figured.
all jumbled up.
Yeah, I'm just commenting on the
Lots of low roll.
pattern.
I mean, as long as 7 isn't cows.
Yes.
yeah, cows.
Or wyverns.
So what is it?
Definitely not the wyverns.
What is it?
So as you guys are going along, Lillik, what's your passive perception? Is it 16?
17.
Oh, it's
'Cause
17
of that
now.
proficiency
Yeah, we'll take that
bonus.
level up.
You hear the sounds of a group talking off in the distance. You can't quite make out what they're saying, but you do hear them.
Is this after my wild shape is expired, or is this?
You are still in wild shape.
Okay. I'm going to return back because I assume that I'm scouting ahead just a little bit.
Okay.
Come back and then give them really intense eyes and communicate in some way that they need to wait.
I feel like he's speaking to me. I just know it.
Are
What
your
are you trying
pupils
to say?
dilated like a cat ready to pounce or something?
I'm afraid I don't speak mountain lion.
Yeah.
Whiskers pops her head out. Meow.
I'm going to just like
Can
Get
you speak
down.
feline to feline with whiskers?
That's funny.
I'm not sure we can
it's a
speak
different
whiskers.
dialect,
That's
I
true.
assume.
Can't.
Yeah.
Is anyone trained in animal handling?
I'm just gonna like
No.
get down, like lay down, like crouch, kind of thing, like that.
Okay, we need to be
And
sneaky,
then gesture
guys.
down.
Do we need to interpret that, or does that seem pretty clear?
That sounds like sneaky to me.
Yeah.
Be sneaky.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that and
Either that or
turn
he wants to
around
play
and
with the ball.
then crawl forward to listen to these voices.
Okay. I'm gonna start like
Right.
super stealth then.
Be sneaky then.
Perfect. Go ahead and make another stealth check.
Okay.
Let's see, you've gone 3 miles. Yeah, you're still within Pass Without Trace.
Cool.
Well, no, sorry.
It's been more than an hour.
It has been more than an hour, so you
Well,
do not have it, sorry.
I rolled an 18 again.
You are able to make your way into the underbrush, like Simba trying to pounce on that, what was it, ladybug?
Better than Simba bouncing a
a
ladybug.
It's true.
beetle.
Yes.
Yeah, beetle. Even stealthier than Simba and the beetle. And you get close enough that you can start hearing what they're talking about. You hear them complaining, some of them complaining, that the leaders don't necessarily trust them enough. Like, one is saying, we should be here, we should see this to the end. I don't know why they're sending us home.
What kind of voices are these? Are these humans? These kobolds? These not orcs?
It
but-
sounds humanoid, and they are speaking in common.
Okay.
And as you peek over, you count 9.
These are probably some of the newer recruits. I could probably maybe into it. I think that I can't communicate to my party.
The group is lazily walking south, basically towards your group, but they're not necessarily going to run into them. They seem
Okay.
to be just wanting to complain while they walk and talk.
Sure. We'll let them complain while they walk and talk.
Their water cooler meeting complaint
Mhm.
hour.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, is the rest of the party close enough that they can hear those things too?
Yeah, after a few seconds, you guys also hear this complaining. But if you don't want to be spotted, you will have to do a stealth check.
Stealth check.
Yep.
Do you want us all to roll? Only the lowest or some variation?
Everybody roll. Except for Lillik, you've already done it.
Total of 20.
Nice.
Oh, good. I rolled nice and low to make up for you.
Same.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I was looking at survival. 16.
Oh,
5.
5.
I rolled a nat 1 for a total of 5.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Well,
Well-
that might force their hand a little bit.
Lillik, you are not seen. However, as the group gets closer, one of them says, Hey, stop. What's that? Is that a blue person?
And I'm going to sneak my way around
How far
the
away
other
are
side
they?
of them. Or I'm going to rush around the side of them. If they... Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna break out of cover and then run past them, I guess.
Oh, okay.
To distract them and give opportunity to my party members.
Okay.
Hold on. How far away are they?
They are 60 feet away.
Oh, okay.
So, like,
I was
you
going
think
to
you're
say,
hidden behind a tree, but, like, your arm's sticking out.
So here's what I was going to suggest. I could call Dora and have her act as the distraction. if you don't want to risk yourself.
Well, unfortunately, you can't communicate that very well in this
That's
split
true.
second.
You are a mountain lion.
Yep.
All right, never mind.
Pew.
You're gonna do that. While he's doing that, I'm still gonna cast Dora to appear 30 feet in front of them because she'll be 30 feet away from me,
Okay.
and
You
just
hear
be like, "Hi."
you hear one of them go, "Oh my gosh, there's a giant cat!" And a couple of them like start pulling bows out to go after you. You get to so go ahead and just roll a d20.
Sure.
Put your initiative in there. It's basically going to be see
Yeah.
if they're going to take a shot at you.
It looks like this is going to become a combat. People
No,
don't
maybe.
forget that they saw a blue person.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
That-
while they are distracted by the cat, Usarker is going to motion that the rest of us should move forward and attack, and is going to do so himself if you would like to roll initiative when possible.
I thought we were gonna run away. I thought that this was a distraction.
Well, we'll find out here in a second.
Okay. Well, if Usarker is intending to engage in combat,
Yeah, Usarker
everybody
and I
gets
are
to
on-
roll initiative. Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
But
Exactly.
I rolled so
Corrin
well
and I
on
have a
my
12.
stealth.
You
I'm
have a 12?
afraid
Okay.
to do another dex roll.
I'm
So-
sorry for my nat 1, guys.
It's okay. We still love you. You add for drama.
Cool.
I mean, you rolled as well as I did.
Somehow I
You
rolled
rolled a
the
nat one,
exact
too?
same
No, I rolled
thing.
a 5. You just have a higher dex.
Oh, okay. Jeez, I'm not really well tonight.
Okay, Izzy, what'd you get?
Got a 9.
Celestine, what'd you get?
Somehow I got a 16.
Whoa.
Cool.
Usarker?
12.
Okay. And Lillik, you said you also got a 12?
Yes, also 12.
Okay. So, what has happened? A mountain lion has darted right in front of them. A few of them have pulled out their bows because a giant predator has run by them. And Izzy, you have started calling Dora.
Yes.
However, Celestine, you get to go first. You rolled the highest.
This is a first.
Tempest is on your side, apparently.
Apparently. So I was not aware of the plan that we were going to attack.
You can delay.
So
But you do see me making that motion to do so.
I figure that'll happen more on your turn. So I will probably
Alright.
hold my turn waiting to see what the soldiers do, but I will take my Warhammer out.
Okay. And as you guys are looking at them, they appear to be, just to give you guys more information about them, they do seem to be wearing some leather armor on them, but they don't look very hardy. Like they really just weren't expecting a mountain lion to dart out and people being here.
They should be expecting mountain lions in this kind of territory, but that's on them.
That is on them.
They left their ranger at home.
They did. Okay, so Celestine, you're holding your action, right?
Yep.
Okay. Usarker, what are you doing?
I am going to stand up and rush towards the enemy. Clickety, clickety, clickety.
Okay.
Drawing my blade as I go.
Okay, they are about 60 feet away, and your speed is...
I believe that in medium armor, my speed is 30, so I wind up next to them.
They're 60 feet away.
Right.
Oh, so you're dashing.
I move and then double move.
Okay, cool. Izzy, it is now your turn. Ooh.
I am a fighter.
Okay.
I would like to use action surge.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Do
Go
your
ahead
stuff.
and do your action surge.
So, I'm next to somebody.
You are next to, we're going to call them Cultist A.
I have my pole arm, and I would like to swing at them.
Okay, go ahead.
I rolled an almighty 10.
That does not hit.
I'm not surprised.
David, you should describe Cultist A. One, descriptive characteristic of them, whether it's their clothing or
Beefy.
feature.
All right, so we got a beefy, name a race.
Human.
Beefy human.
I would like to swing again.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a 15.
That hits.
Da-da-da. That is 13 points of damage.
How do you slaughter this cultist?
Oh boy.
I rushed forward, leveled the tip of my polearm at him, the scythe blade, and stabbed him in the stomach.
Turned his stomach into ground beef. This poor beefy guy.
I mean, it's
Oh.
not ground beef, but,
It will be soon.
It's messy nonetheless.
It's messy.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And that is the end of my turn.
Awesome. Izzy, You're almost ready to go, but Lillik goes first.
I'm going to close the gap because I assumed that I ran past them and was like 40 feet out away from them.
Yeah.
Using my full 50 and then 50 again.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I've turned around and rush. They're in a group. There
Yes.
were, you said how many of them?
There were 9.
9 of them. Okay.
Well, 8 now.
Okay.
One is impaled currently and definitely dead.
So the impaled one's companion, who is particularly tall and lanky, and maybe he has very long brown hair.
And the race is?
We'll go elf. Sure.
Cool.
Skinny
All right,
elf.
tall,
bud.
lanky, long brown-haired elf.
Yes.
The tragic loss, 1,000-year lifetime cut short in an instant.
As a mountain lion pounces on him,
Okay.
because I moved at least 20 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and make a claw attack. Oh. How does a 9 sound?
Unfortunately, it doesn't hit. The cultist moves out of the way of your claw.
Okay, that's fair. I don't think that I have multi-attack, so
The
that's
pounce
kind of
only
it.
works if you hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is if I hit with a claw attack, then they have to make a strength save. I am remaining adjacent.
Okay. You did not hit. However, they look extremely scared. It seems maybe they have a fear of cats.
I mean, it is also a mountain lion.
It is also a mountain
Who
lion.
just tried to
Right.
pounce.
I
on
was
him.
like, with that, would whiskers scare them? Like,
When that cat is a mountain lion, I would have a fear of cats
Yeah.
too.
Goodness.
Okay. So, Izzy, it is now your turn.
all right. So I was already summoning my Echo Dora. So she appears 30 feet away, totally between me, 30 feet from the cultist, 30 feet from me. And I'm going to use my longbow, but have it originate from Dora's position to shoot at the cultist.
Okay. Which one are you shooting at?
Whichever one looks the most dangerous.
That would be cultist C. And how do they look dangerous?
They have a really nasty looking scar near their eye. They look like they've seen some battle.
Okay. What race?
A human.
Cool. So go after really nasty scar on eye human.
Yes. Wow, I cannot roll above a 10 tonight.
Oh.
That is a 9. But I have 2 attacks, so I'm going to try and shoot again.
Okay.
I rolled another 2. My dice hate me tonight.
Does Echo Izzy sneeze and shoot Izzy?
Ooh.
It was a base 2 plus 7, so it would have been a 9 again.
Okay,
That's
fair.
Yeah, so, really nasty scar on eye human cultist. He, since you said he is battle worn, he senses danger and expertly goes, foo, foo. And the 2 arrows miss him as he dodges both out of the way.
Gosh dang it, is he a monk or something?
No, he's just
Just a
experienced.
cultist.
I know. That was out
Just,
of
you made him experienced.
Recruits.
true.
Anything else on your turn?
Sure, I'll action surge.
Awesome.
Okay.
Going after the same guy?
Yeah. My pride has been wounded.
Your wound has been prided.
Yeah. I did start to say. Okay, that is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Thank goodness. 8 points of damage.
Oh, you got him real good. But he looks like he's still up.
Okay, well, I have my second attack on my action surge, so. Hey, that's numbers I like to see. 22.
Awesome. You don't have to roll. They only
Okay.
had 1 hit point left.
Okay, cool.
So how do you kill this person?
Well, Dora shoots an arrow straight to his heart, because it'd be too grotesque if I shot him in the eye.
Ooh.
So really nasty scar on eye human cultist goes, oh, woe is me. So much battle to die alone. And then dies.
But he's not alone.
And yet he's surrounded by other cultists.
I mean, maybe he just
Sure.
really has no connection to them.
I didn't know he was a poet, man.
You wanted to
Why-
wax poetic.
Why am I so surrounded by poets?
Okay.
Kurt was a poet.
Oh, okay,
Mhm.
sure.
Wesley
Yeah.
was a
Log,
poet.
log. Log, log, log.
Log. The trees.
So speaking of logs, cultist B is going to disengage because cultist B, who is tall, lanky, long brown hair elf cultist,
Yes.
is deathly afraid of cats, and he's going to disengage from you and run away.
We gotta nab him.
C is dead. D is also going to try and hit you, Lillik. Sorry. So is E. So they are going to...
That's fair. I am a mountain lion. In their
Yeah.
midst.
So D is a red dragonborn who looks like has a terrible hangover. And E is another human, super generic plain Jane human. If she had a name, it would be plain Jane. So, Cultist D is going to try and hit you, and they pull out a scimitar and going to smack you. That's a natural 17
That does
for
hit.
a 20.
Yes.
So you take 3 points of damage. Not too bad. Cultist E, Miss Plain Jane, got a natural 16 with her scimitar. And another 3 points of damage.
I am at 7 out of my 13 mountain lion hit points.
The other 4 look around really, really confused. They see a vicious mountain lion, 2 blue people.
That's right.
Yes. A guy with a polearm who is still skewering one of their best friends. And they don't see Celestine. She's still hidden at this point. And they're going to turn tail and start running away as well. And they're heading back north towards the camp.
No, we can't be having that.
No, okay.
Izzy's still going to be making shots with her longbow through the use of Dora.
And I think I get my turn because I was going to wait till after they
You
took their
did.
action.
Mm-hmm.
So I will actually cast... Okay, how far away am I from...
You are 60 feet.
Okay.
And they're running away.
Yeah, at this point they're, 120 feet?
Something.
One is 90 feet because he had to disengage and run.
Okay, changes things a little bit. I'll go ahead and go 30 feet and toll the dead.
Okay, and that is a wisdom
Wait,
save?
no, I can't do that because they're 120 feet away from me.
They are now 90 because you moved up 30 feet.
Okay, toll the dead's only a 60 foot. Okay, I'll just double move.
You could get the one guy who is afraid of cats.
Let's do him.
Okay, you said wisdom save?
Yep.
16.
Makes it.
Okay, so does anything happen?
Nope, nothing happens.
Okay.
Red Dirt D&D brings you the world's greatest role-playing game with an Oklahoma twist. Join 4 adventurers as they travel into the Caliban frontier to map the Wild West region for the Dwarven Train Barons. Elves and orcs collide with saloons and sheriffs in this actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast featuring local actors and veterans of the game. The first episodes are coming soon to your favorite podcast location, so make sure to subscribe so you don't forget. You can find out more information at Red Dirt D&D on Facebook and at reddirtdnd.com.
Hey folks, Ashlyn here. Today I'm giving a shout out to all of our new followers on Twitter. Eat, Crit, and Die, Radio Free Coven 1, DM Revised, Christian Milne, Chaos Bard Pod, 8-Bit Alex, Prime Evil, Lawful Evil Pod, Heart Soul Games, JCD0818, Faranox, Andrew Wright Good, Joe Moore 302-46506, Citas del Oraculo, and Luck Legends. And over on Facebook, we want to welcome Thomas and Yvonne. Do you also want to get a shout out from a member of Powered Crit? Just do one of the following. You can follow us on Twitter or Facebook. You can tweet about the show using the hashtag PowerwordCrit. Share a post from our Facebook page and include the hashtag PowerwordCrit. Or if you're social media adverse, you can tell us how you shared this podcast with someone by sending an email to powerwordcrit@gmail.com. Doing one of those things will get your own personal shout out in our next episode. Thanks. Now back to the show.
Round 2. Celestine, it's your turn again.
We're going to go ahead and double move after the guys, so I'm 30 feet away.
Okay.
And that's all I can do, I think.
You can get right up to the one who's afraid of cats. He only got 90 feet away. So you could get up to him
Okay,
if
So-
you want to.
I'll kind of block his way a little bit.
Okay. So you are blocking Cultist B. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Uzarker, it is now your turn.
All right. And everybody disengaged and ran away.
You know what? You would have gotten an attack of opportunity. Did you want to swipe at somebody as they were running away?
I mean, I normally would have loved to, yes.
Yeah, we'll just do it now. Go ahead and do it.
That was a... What is my attack? What was I supposed to... 18.
Okay. You managed to hit Cultist D, the red dragonborn with a terrible hangover.
The red dragonborn with a terrible hangover takes 10 points of damage.
The red dragonborn with a terrible hangover wanted to run away, but didn't.
Excellent.
So he no longer has a hangover?
There is no longer a hangover.
He's hung over a bush.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, he is. Okay,
I
now
swear
it's
as
officially
they...
your turn.
I swear as they start running away, and I'm going to hold my weapon in my left hand, and I'm going to kind of rush towards them in their general direction and draw a javelin and hurl it at one.
Okay, so you're hurling at...
Doesn't
E?
matter. I rolled really terribly.
Oh.
You're hurling it at E, the plain Jane human cultist.
Do you still have your power token?
I mean, I do.
You even have 2 of them.
That's what they're for.
Use them.
Eh.
Find them. You can use them.
I
Not
hurl
words.
my javelin, and I get an almighty 9.
It doesn't hit, sorry. It goes wide.
I use Tandem Tactician, and I say, Lillik, you're the fastest one here. Go and pick off that one running there, and then I'm going to say, and Izzy, with your longbow, you should be able to get rid of them before they escape too far. And I'm going to mark out another one for her.
Okay.
That's the other turn.
Okay. So Lillik, it is now your turn. You can get up to, without using any extra movement, you can get up to Cultist B, who's afraid of cats.
He's the one who is closest to the group. Yes.
To
And
your party, yes.
question to David. Which one did you pick out?
So I would not have pointed out that one because he is also in melee with Celestine.
Right. Okay. Which one did you point out?
I pointed out one of the ones that was running away for
Plain
Harder.
Jane.
Plain
Plain
Jane.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Going after Plain Jane?
I will rush Plain Jane.
Okay. And how much speed do you have?
50.
Yeah, you'd still have to use an action to get up to them.
Okay.
Sorry.
In that case, I'm going to use my full extra speed. So I'm going to do 50 and then 50
Okay.
to get in front of them. So go around and then cut them off, essentially.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
you start to hear
run
screaming
past
as...
them, turn around.
Yeah, you start to hear screaming as, again, this mountain lion is cornering them. Terrifying. Terrifying.
Can I make an intimidation check again?
Sure, why not?
Intimidate them to stand still or to run away in a
Yes.
different direction?
To run back, I guess.
Okay.
You could make an animal reference, like driving the sheep or
Mm.
driving the deer.
Yes.
You panic them and get them to turn
Aw.
back and scatter.
Did not go very well, though. I rolled a 3, and I have a -1 to my
Oh, no.
intimidation, so...
You try to growl, but it comes out of
So the good news is they were already intimidated by you.
Mhm.
However, they do not back up.
Sure, that's fair.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
going to start running back towards the people shooting at them.
Yeah, that was kind of a difficult thing to do anyway, so
It's true.
it's fair.
Next up, Izzy.
All right, so Usarker, which one did you point me at? Point me to
Plain
hit?
Jane?
What are my options?
Plain Jane was Lillik's.
Yeah, Plain Jane was Lillik's. There's the one next to Celestine.
Who is
No.
Skinny Elf?
There is Cultist F.
F.
And-
Yes,
all right, so
definitely
what does Cultist F look like?
Cultist F. F is for Ferdinand, and they have flowing follicles.
Are they red follicles?
Flamboyant.
Yes. Fiery.
Okay.
So follicles as in hair?
Yes.
Okay. Took me a minute. I was just like,
Let's see.
David with his big words.
that's fair.
And I'm more like David with his F-related words.
Mhm.
Okay,
This
that
is
too.
Cultist F. They can be fuchsia follicles.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Race?
Florentine. No, that's not in this
No,
world.
that doesn't quite work.
We'll go with human.
So, Izzy, you have been pointed out to somebody that you don't know their name, but looks like a Ferdinand.
The
With
flamboyantly fuchsia hair.
Yes, who is
Oh,
a
sorry.
human.
Flamboyantly fuchsia follicles.
Fiery hair. Yes. Follicle. Yeah, whatever. You got that one.
The triple F threat. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I am going to try and shoot it through Dora using my longbow. I have advantage. So 23 to hit.
That hits.
8 points of damage.
Oh, this one's still up.
Okay. And shooting again. It was
Okay.
only advantage on the first attack, right? Or is it on the advantage on the entire
what's the
attack
specifics
turn?
on that?
Just the first one.
Okay.
Do I still have it, or does it expire after
It
the
expires
round?
after the round.
It
That's fair.
expires.
Okay. So next attack. Rolled a 22 to hit.
That hits.
6 points of damage.
How do you kill this person?
It hits them in the back.
Their flowing, fiery fuchsia hair does one last beautiful flow as Ferdinand, the human cultist, has died.
He doesn't flop.
He flops, yes, that's a good one. He flops.
He flops to the fertile ground.
Yep. Okay, next up is Cultist B, who is next to Celestine.
This is skinny elf.
Yeah, this is tall, lanky, long brown hair elf who's afraid of cats. This one is going to disengage from you and is
Okay.
going to start running in the east direction because there's a mountain line ahead of them. There is a plateau kind of to the west of them. There's people shooting at them from behind them. He's just going to go east. And the other cultists are now going to start pulling out weapons to take care of the threat that is right in front of them, unfortunately. So Plain Jane pulls out a scimitar and tries to smack ya, Lillik. And misses with a 6.
Yep, that's a miss. Yeah, I've got a low AC as a mountain lion. It's only 12.
But lots of hit points.
Some hit points.
Everything as a mountain lion is just extra padding for your druid.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Cultist G is going to go. Cultist G is a gross-looking goblin with a head cold.
Oh boy.
And they are going to try to attack you. Rolled an 8, misses you.
I'll take it.
The other two are half-elves. They look like twins. One is male and one is female, and they have beautiful braids that go down all the way to their feet.
Wow.
That's some long hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like pigtails or...
Sure, one has pigtails, the other one has just a straight braid down.
Okay,
So
It's a cultural thing.
Yeah, it's a culture thing.
sure.
So the male one with the pigtails is going to hit you. 13?
That is a hit.
Okay. And that is 5 points of damage.
Hey, I'm still a mountain lion.
Nice.
Hey!
And Cultist I, the female half-elf with the straight braid, is going to also take a swipe at you with your scimitar. For a 17,
That's a hit, yeah.
3 points of damage.
And that's just enough to push me out of wild shape. I only had 2 left.
Okay. Where once there was a mountain lion, there is now a lizard dude
Yep.
on all fours, looking up at them.
But I do have some extra hit points from earlier, right?
You
That's
do.
still in
Yeah, it hasn't been 8 hours
so you
yet.
don't do that.
So, well,
Well, wait.
this is just coming out of the top of my
temporary
head.
hit points would be taken away before he took any hit point damage to his druid form.
Yes.
And wild shape form.
Right. That's what I meant.
So you
Is
would
the
not have-
druid form.
Would
meaning
you
the
have
wild
still
form.
turned back?
If you had an additional 5 points.
I would not have turned back yet.
Okay. So in some alternate reality,
Yeah,
Lillik
we'll
would
just
have
step
turned back,
into
but
that.
through the aid of Celestine, you are still a mountain lion.
Thank Tempest.
Mm-hmm.
Praise Tempest.
Praise Tempest. Round 3. Celestine, it is now your turn.
Okay, so I just had one run away, and
Yep, and he is 30 feet away.
do I have some guys that are in front of me as well, 30 feet?
There's one 30 feet away from you. The other ones are 60 feet away.
Why are they so far away?
Okay.
Okay,
They're running away. They're scared of us.
I'm going to
And
go.
they all seem to be attacking this poor, defenseless mountain lion.
Oh goodness.
yes,
With razor
the
sharp
poor,
claws.
Defenseless.
unfortunate mountain lion.
I will cast spiritual weapon
Okay.
at the ones that are 60 feet away from me.
Okay.
And that takes a bonus action, and then I will go after the one that is trying to run away from me.
Okay. You take a swipe with with
Yep.
spare weapons, right?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and do that one first, please.
That's a 7.
That does not
Actually,
hit
wait. Actually, I don't know if I can apply this.
to...
I have a Channel Divinity. It says when I make an attack roll, you can use Channel Divinity to gain +10.
You did make an attack roll.
I'd like to add.
Okay.
Wait.
+10.
So question is when?
Technically, I did hear the result,
I'll allow it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
but
one
I
of those
also
wonky
knew
things.
it wasn't going to hit.
It's fine.
So +10 to that.
You made it.
Yay! Okay.
And are you going after Plain Jane, the gross goblin, or one of the beautiful braid twins?
Let's go after Plain Jane.
'Kay.
That is 7.
Okay, it looks
7
like...
damage.
So they are still up. Plain Jane's still up.
Okay, cool. And then I will attack my guy with my War Maul.
Okay. That is Cultist B with the Fear of
Lanky hair.
Cats.
That is an 18.
That hits.
9.
How do you kill Scaredy Cat?
Well, there's not many ways you can take someone out with Warhammer, so I kind of brain him.
Okay.
Oh,
Sounds good.
Stick with the classics.
yeah.
Why
So
get creative?
Cultist B got brained and is now
Brainless.
brainless. Yes.
And that's it.
Okay, next up. Berserker.
All right. I would like to rush onward. I don't recall hearing that they ran further away from me, so
They did
that
not.
means that after my 30-foot move last time, I should be in range. So I ready my scythe, and I'm going to once again thrust at one.
Awesome. Going after Plain Jane, Gross Goblin,
Yeah,
or
we'll
one of the
go
beautiful...
after Plain Jane.
Okay.
And let's see. Well, actually, which one? Can I get up next to, or near to Lillik?
I'm in melee with a handful of them.
Yeah, he's in
Right.
melee with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So you could probably hit all of them as well.
Okay. So, I have an ability which I have not had a chance to use yet called
Ooh.
Bait and Switch.
Ooh.
When you're within 5 feet of a creature on your turn, you can expend 1 superiority dice and switch places with that creature, provided you spend at least 5 foot of movement and the creature is willing and isn't incapacitated. This movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. In addition, roll the superiority die. Until the start of your next turn, you, or the other creature, your choice, gains a bonus to AC equal to the number rolled. So I would like to bait and switch with Lillik the cat, giving you an opportunity to reposition, gaining a bonus to AC.
Cool, I'll take it.
Awesome. Berserker, you are now in front of them, and the cat is now behind them.
Excellent. I
Swoosh.
poke Plain Jane.
Go for it.
That is an almighty 13.
That hits.
Excellent. You get 4 AC,
I'll take it.
and they take 11 damage.
How do you kill Plain Jane?
Plain Jane is stabbed through the leg, and as they fall, I then step on them and stab them in the neck.
Plain Jane is plain no more.
I would like to now strike at the gruesome goblin.
Okay, Cultist G.
That
Gross
is
Goblin with a head cold.
a 19,
That hits.
and that is a much lesser 6 damage.
Gross Goblin with a hair cold is still up.
All right, I only gave him a haircut,
Yes, you did.
and that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Lillik, it is now your turn.
So the remaining recruits in this area, we have the Gross Goblin, who it just in this immediate.
So the only ones that are left is Gross Goblin and the beautiful braid twins.
Having leapt over Usarker with his bait and switch, I run in a U-turn to get my 20 feet of movement,
Okay.
and I'm going to leap at one of the twins. We'll do Pigtail.
Okay. So one of them is going to take an attack of opportunity of you.
Sure, I've got a little extra AC, so that's helpful.
14?
That should be a miss. Yes, because my AC is now 16.
Perfect. That was Gross Goblin. No, sorry, that was one of the twins. And go ahead. You get your pounce.
Cool.
And which one are you going after?
Pigtails.
Pigtails.
I cannot roll well, apparently.
Hey, join the party.
Yeah. I rolled a 2, but I've only got a plus.
My apologies, I forgot to use tactician.
Yeah, that's okay. You were helping position. Yeah, I've got like a 6 total.
No, that does not hit. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll just run interference and distraction.
And it's working very well. Next up is Izzy.
Okay, gonna shoot again, or originating from Dora's spot.
'Kay.
So,
Who are you shooting? Goblin or a twin?
twin,
Pigtails or straight braid?
straight braid.
I'm just saying we should keep one of them alive. We need information. Just by the way.
We should, bring one of them to the brink of death. Sure. 26 to hit
That hits.
and 5 points of damage.
'Kay.
And shoot again.
Are you rolling really low on your damage?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Next arrow is 19 to hit
That hits.
and 6 points of damage.
All right. Straight braid dies.
Yes.
Cuts off the braid.
Oh, that's sad.
To the braid, to the neck.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Next up is Goblin and Braid and Pigtail Braid. Both of them are they look at each other and they throw their weapons down and say, "We give in! We give in!" The goblin sneezes.
Oh.
"We surrender!"
We are not capable of taking care of prisoners out here. I know
I'm
the
a panther.
I know the
I'm
cat can't talk. So I'm saying this to the rest of the group.
Then what do you suggest we do, Lord Pride?
Well, I've made my suggestion clear, I think. I would like to hear from the rest of you, though.
I'd rather not kill someone in cold blood when they have surrendered.
What do you think, Celestine?
I'm trying to think if there's any other option.
If we could divest them of their weapons and...
They would still run ahead and
That's
they would...
true. We could bind and gag them.
Then they would starve to death or be eaten by wild beasts.
Okay, fine.
I mean, that is an option.
If Lillik could speak, he would. I'm going to do that. I'm going to revert. Yeah.
Oh,
Diz.
it's no longer a mountain lion.
Yeah.
It's a
Going
lizard
to-
person.
And
Yep.
by the way, Usarker is using the end of his weapon to knock away their weapons and things
Mhm.
like that, and make sure they don't have anything to get up and be threatening again.
Yeah, as you're doing that, they only have the scimitars on them. They have no other weapons.
What were you doing here?
We just going home. Just going home.
From
A nice walk.
spiritual I still have my sword out. I'm gonna kill someone with braid.
Okay, go ahead and take an
The
attack.
pigtails, right?
Yeah, because the one with the single braid is already dead.
Does she have at minimum advantage and potentially more?
I'll say you have advantage. You guys at this point would have surrounded them.
Okay, that is 18.
That hits.
And that is 8 damage.
Still up.
It's enough to show that we mean business.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
enough to show we mean business, though.
Yeah, definitely. And the one
Don't-
that you
Don't lie.
Okay. We'll tell you what you want. And the goblin has not been talking. You just hear a sneeze. I'll tell you what you want. We belong to a group of people who want to make the world a better place. And that's where we came from.
How? How do you make better place?
By stealing from people. We just gathered up a whole bunch of gold and
Look, we know you're part of the Cult of the Dragon, so can we skip the formalities and stuff on that part?
the elf slumps his shoulders and says, "Okay, fine. We were ordered to attack and we got a whole bunch of gold. They're moving the gold to another secure location, but there's also a giant thing that is on the other side. We haven't seen it in person. I wasn't there for that. I was part of the raids, but Ghoulie here was
You're
there.
not making sense. What do you mean a giant thing?
Ghoulie knows. And the goblin looks real nervous and says, "Yeah, I know what's there."
Yes.
I would start speaking, Ghoulie.
Hold on, I have a Achoo. Sorry, I have a head cold. So, They have some giant floating castle that they have been using.
Insight?
Go for it.
Yeah, because
Can I
that
help
sounds
with
like
that?
Should I even insight this because, or am I going to make the connection from what the air elemental who died in my arms?
Oh.
Because it said-
castle.
I can't remember the exact words, but it was
Beware
like
the castle.
beware the castle.
So we'll get back to you in just a second.
Okay.
Circer, what did you roll?
22.
This goblin seems to be telling the truth.
At minimum, he believes there's a floating castle around here. Such things are not entirely unheard of. Egregious abominations of magical ostentation and the like.
we did see a lake of blood, so
Exactly.
Jeez.
Izzy, as you were thinking, yes, this does correlate with what the air elemental said.
There is a castle in the sky.
Well, not anymore. It's grounded.
Oh.
What? Run out of pixie dust?
Listen, I wasn't there. I have seen it, but I wasn't there for whatever Madame Mondoth and Resmir have going on with it. But I do know that something happened and it got severely damaged with whatever they did, and they've been trying to repair it this last week.
And so, where is Madame Mudface and Resmir right now?
You mean Mondoth?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Madame Mudface.
She did fall in some mud and we did laugh, so I understand this. But she is still in the camp. Resmir has not been back since the first night. Is there anything else you want to know? Listen, I like my job, but I like my life more.
Where are you keeping the prisoners?
Inside the camp, in the back.
How do you get in the camp?
At this point, they're starting to send people home. So if you want to get to the camp and not be noticed, you'll probably want to go today. Because there's a lot of people I don't recognize still there.
Why are they sending people home?
They don't need us anymore.
They got enough gold? For whatever it is they're doing.
I know they're transporting the gold.
The
I was not
mask.
part of the transport team. That's all I know.
what are the passwords? The rhyme, the things.
Oh, the nursery rhymes? Yeah, that's how the cult communicates in towns. We just, pick a child or say, I've got a rhyme stuck in my head, one of those children's rhymes, and we say it to each other, but specific lines, and that's how the cult knows who is part of the cult and sends messages.
This doesn't actually help us.
There have been a few that have been selected for this area.
Please tell us.
I knew 2 of them.
Please tell us.
So there is one that is in Gnomish, and roughly translated is, now I lay thee down to sleep, dark and dirty, pine will keep. And then you're supposed to reply, in common, now I raise thee while I weep, and we scatter all like sheep. So Celestine, what you did the night of the Wyvern Riders, you responded back in Elvish, which was not the proper way to do it.
You
So
should have responded in common.
You should have responded in common. So you did guess right, it was just not the right order.
There.
Okay.
Or the not the right language.
Right.
Okay. So it is the next part of the nursery rhyme, but you have to speak in the right language.
Correct. That one's in Gnomish. It starts in Gnomish and you respond back in common. And the other one was in Draconic. They use different parts of this one, but this is a fairly common one. So it could be any of them. This one's a little more complicated. And that one is, a man in a carriage with nothing to sell went to visit his love named Mirabelle. Through swamp and marsh and hill and vale, he arrived at last to where she dwell. My love, he said, I'm here at last. Please take this diamond, please take it fast. He took one knee and offered the stone and said, please, love, please follow me home. A moment passed, she did not speak, She did not blink or move or think, for she was dead, a corpse so pale, his resurrection spell had unfortunately failed.
That's a very long password.
Well, they pick a line or two, and then you have to respond back. But they speak that one in Draconic, and yeah.
That one's probably not used as much.
Yeah, we usually go in groups of like 5 or 6, so like everybody knows 1 or 2 that they can respond back in, and at least here out in the city we have different rules. I do think there's one more. I don't know that one. That one I do know is in Dwarvish, but I don't know what the rhyme is.
Okay.
That was not part of my safekeeping.
But we have an idea of how to break them. Okay. Well, so we know how to get in. We know vaguely where the prisoners are at.
Yeah, so he did tell you that they are in the back of the camp. So
Okay.
Lillik, the back of the camp, you didn't go all the way back there. So they were being held somewhere over there.
It's the back of the horseshoe, essentially.
The back of the horseshoe, yeah.
How many are there?
So we have 10. They probably won't survive the next couple days.
Why not? That's the second time we've heard that. Why are they not surviving?
I wasn't in charge of the prisoners, but I do know that some of the guards are pretty rough with them.
Okay.
Your
Oh.
guards are fools, then. What's the point of having a prisoner if you're going to kill them?
They just needed them to do menial stuff like chamber pots and basically slaves.
A dead chamber pot cleaner does not
Well-
clean anything.
They're getting rid of everybody, so there aren't going to be chamber pots to clean out anymore.
There was one, so there's like 10 in that area that I could count. But I do know there was one that Madame Mondoth was very interested in, and she has kept him with her. I don't know what they're doing with him.
That's probably Leosin.
Mm-hmm. Or somebody else of importance that we would probably want
There
anyways.
we go.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps it's
Or whoever's writing all of her
your friend who
correspondence.
is with him, and it turns out that she's illiterate.
It could be Jaden, or, it could also be Mina's grandson.
Oh, yeah. We've got a couple people then.
I don't know
Uh-huh.
if he would have survived that encounter.
I don't know.
She was pretty pissed with him.
Regardless, now that we've gotten this information, what do we do with these unfortunates?
I would like to go back to my family. I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
I've already given up everything. If I go back to the cult, they'll kill me, so I was already planning on retiring and running away anyway, so if you could just let me go, spend my last few days with my children, that would be great.
Well,
That's a nice sentiment from a man who was previously robbing women, children, and murdering people, but yeah,
It was for a good cause.
and who believes that it was all for a good cause.
Well, I do. He does.
I didn't ask who, and I was saying who as in you still believe it's for a good cause and are therefore still probably a villain at heart and unlikely to change your ways. And don't
So-
debate with me on this.
I could create something that would escort them a certain direction for a certain amount of time.
You
I
have
could-
an escort spell?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the ways of the gods are foreign to me, so I will have to trust you on that.
Cool. How many are there? 3?
There's 2 left. You killed everybody else.
Oh, cool. Okay. So if we tie them together with a rope, kind of, so it's a lead, I will cast Animate Dead on one of the corpses.
Okay.
And so this does not say it has to be near me.
Which one
I
are
don't
you going to
think so.
choose?
Let's go with the one with the scar.
Okay.
The
really
very
nasty
experienced
scar.
The
one?
very experienced one.
Yeah.
God, he can make a comeback.
Well, the half-elf is going to try and do one last attempt and say, listen, I can tell you how to get there without being seen. Just
Okay.
let me live and let me go.
Tell us now.
Do you promise to...
I mean, we're tying them up right now instead of killing them. So,
Okay,
You say that, but, at the same time, you're, currently animating a dead corpse, to be their warden.
Listen, if
'Cause
you let me
everybody
go,
knows undead are such wonderful gatekeepers.
don't tie me up. Just let me go. And I promise I will not say anything to anyone. I'll just go home and...
There is that insight check that we can do.
The promises
Yeah.
of murderers
Mhm.
and villains who are sure of themselves means nothing.
Mhm.
Anybody want to do an insight on this
Yeah,
guy?
I'm going to see what his intent is. Does he feel like he's being truthful at the second?
Yeah, I'll let you make that roll or you probably have better insight than I do.
I've got pretty good insight, but I've got pretty crappy rolls.
And remember, regardless of what you roll,
8.
he feels okay about his, life circumstances and feels like the theft and murder he did was all for a good cause.
Mhm. Yeah, I think I'm just getting mixed signals, and it's
Could go either way.
Yeah.
This is a man who lost his twin and probably has really not much to live for at this point. So,
Tying up.
I can promise you that I will not kill you
thanks.
unless you betray us.
I am feeling hungry. But you tell us now.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Yeah.
There we go. There's some better rolls. 17 minus 1 for 16.
See a little wet spot on his pants.
So by this point, has the how are you raising the corpse? I'm curious.
Going over to one of the corpses, I take a dagger out and I prick my finger so there's a drop of blood. And apparently I need a pinch of bone dust. I sprinkle some bone dust on him.
Nice.
Wherever I got that.
Component pouch. That's a thing.
And what version of the spell do you choose?
There's versions?
Do you want a skeleton or a zombie?
I thought I only got a zombie.
You get your choice.
No, it becomes a
Skeleton
skeleton
rips
if you
out of-
choose bones, and otherwise it's a zombie if you choose a corpse.
I was about to say, does the skeleton rip out of the
I
flesh?
know,
Oh,
right?
does the flesh no
Gross.
longer fall off? I think it used to.
It does not
Must
fall
be
off.
a previous
It is a
edition.
zombie.
Beautiful pigtail braid guy says, "We're just gonna die, aren't we?"
No,
Usarker is very curiously eyeballing the zombie, which is now standing up.
Well,
we're not gonna. I don't understand why you think we would kill you.
you just
I
killed
really-
everybody else.
I do not go this elaborate to just go kill somebody. So unless you attack the zombie,
If I promise to not attack the zombie,
you just don't attack the zombie because otherwise you're dead.
noted.
Okay. Is there anything else we want to know from these guys? I think. Oh yeah, we were.
Tell
So
us.
he said he
Pushing
was
one more
going
time.
to tell us how we can enter the camp.
Yep, one more time. Pushing.
Okay, you've intimidated him.
Yeah.
He's just gonna give it up anyway. Stay away from the plateaus that are adjacent to the river.
Why?
Scouts,
Oh, okay.
stay in the underbrush and stay away from the temple.
Okay.
We have nobody on that side.
On the other side.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
plateaus that are adjacent to
Mhm.
the river, the one with the temple, there's scouts all along that route. He's saying on the other side, the other plateaus on the other side, they don't have anybody. So if you stick to those plateaus, it's harder for the scouts to see you.
So my Koja and I went through the densest part of their scouts.
Yes, you did. Wow. Do you let him go? What does the zombie do?
We're tying him up, putting him on lead. I'm gonna give the zombie the lead rope. And what? 12 hours sound good?
Yeah.
You have to give it a command or something like
Yep.
that, right?
Yep, I do. So, trying to think of a good command because I could go for a direction. Yeah, we'll just go. East, south, south is a good direction.
I would
Yeah.
say south.
That'll lead him right to the hill giants.
Oh,
That would be
that's-
It's a great direction.
What's
Mm,
east?
Whatever.
You guys haven't gone east, so it's just looks like more plateaus and some more mountains.
Go with
So.
southwest.
Okay. I'm southwest.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's back towards our orc camp, right?
I think so. Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, it is.
we'll go southwest. We can pin a note on the zombie if we really want to. But
Hi, Batula.
hi, Batu- yeah, hi, here's a gift.
But actually, don't kill them unless they've threatened to harm you.
Yep. So this zombie is going to lead them for 12 hours in a southwesterly direction, moving around plateaus and mountains as necessary.
Brains?
No, it doesn't say anything about that. After 24 hours, I lose control. And
You'll just have a loose zombie on the loose. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that, like, so if they attack, obviously, attack. It would do that anyways. And if they attempt to run, which equals leaving, 20 feet away from you, then attack them.
Okay.
That covered it?
So maybe in simple zombie speech, go that way.
Basically.
If they run, kill.
Yep.
Okay.
And 12 hours, and so he should still be under control. And then I'll release control of him. Not release control, then I will dismiss the spell.
Can you dismiss this spell?
I don't know.
I
You
don't
have
think
to be
you
able
can-
to put them away somehow.
I don't think you can dismiss this spell. No, its duration is instantaneous.
It's fine. You'll just have a zombie. It'll just be a loose zombie. It's fine. It's your first time casting the spell.
It is. Will it?
Nah, it's fine.
Okay, the zombie starts moving. And you guys, because you have received this information on how to avoid the scouts, do not have to roll anymore.
Cool.
And you guys are right at the edge of a plateau that you can see into the camp. And you made it there without any issues.
Cool.
And that's where we end our session.
Yeah.
We've made it.
Oh, I can tell him to attack itself.
Oh, can you?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Power Word Crit. Stay tuned to find out what happens next time on powerwordcrit.com or your favorite podcast streaming site. And now, our PS.
Red dragons, blue dragons rise from their beds. Black, white, and green will bite off your heads. Sharp talons, large wings, watch where you tread. Bones crack and teeth clack, shake off the dread. Run, Ma, and run, Pa, the dragons are dead.
They're dead!
They chase us in our dreams, that's what Granny said.